So today we are at Hyper Panda, and Panda is a retailer who is running approximately 204 stores in the kingdom. It's one of the top 4 retailers. And before we go in, you see this entry, which is retail media, which is operated by a company called Panda. It's incredibly visible. A lot of fast-moving companies use it all the time. And before we go out, I will show it again. Heavily expensive, but this is how retail is today. So I'm sure, because this is a really huge market, and I want to give you a little bit a feeling how it is. So you start in the market very simple. You have these secondary placements, which is run by promotions. And these are the typical same products. You have the Cheetos, you have Persil, you have Tide, all this kind. You have sometimes pet food. And then you have on these shelves also promotional articles. So this is what people don't have on their shopping list, but they see a price point. They see, oh wow, it's $10.99. Seems like a good deal. Let's grab it. I will skip the non-food section because non-food is a little bit boring, to be honest. But let's go where the magic is happening. And yeah, let's start here. So here's, and you see it from a category perspective. I mean, this is what category managers love. They have everything really marked. Every aisle has a number. So you see this in most of the supermarkets. But it's really incredible how they do it. And also here, now look at this. This is from Mars, category management. How is this? You have category dividers, you have category headers, you have LEDs. And this is, I mean, if you're a brand, how you would love to show yourself, right? And this is what big fast-moving companies doing in these huge things. So here's a lot of non-food. Let's skip this and let's go to the, in my opinion, more fancy things. And if you see something, let's come in. Okay, here is my baby. I mean, sorry for that. I worked for 17 years in PepsiCo, so of course I am very much in beverages. But you see again, category header, LED, very clear, segmented, and strongly executed. What else should you say? Here, my friends from Coke, you need to get rid of these products from the National Day. A little bit overstock probably. So, and if you go into the category, you see the gondolas, also LED driven. You see different kind of foods, and again, secondary placements. And think about retail media. You have also in these big supermarkets, like here, PepsiCo is taking care of to secure their brandings with Pepsi, with Lipton. In my opinion, who's doing an incredibly great job is, and I think this is very smartly played from these guys. So yes, this is how a Panda Hyper looks like. And look at this. This is from my old company, but it looks also very nice. The 3 cows. Of course, here it would be nice if it would really working. And this is sometimes, I will send it to my friends. Work on it. These are the small things. Retail is detail, and also here you see nicely done, but executed okayish. But anyhow, retail is detail. Salute to my former boss, Jan Grossman. But you see a lot of light, LED. This is how they run these categories. And again, here you see the juices. You see everything. I think it's 10 meters of juices. And this is a surprise. Normally in global markets, juices are on a decline because they're not perceived as healthy anymore. This is not the way in Saudi. In Saudi, it's still a growing segment, ironically. But you see, it's a mass of products. It's a lot of variety. It's a lot of freshness. Check out, they're working with these coolers. And keep in mind, when I made a couple of days ago this Al Hatab supermarket store check, you don't see in these more premium stores any industry coolers with branding anymore. And this was a huge discussion we had in Germany. That retailers said, we don't want your branding, we want your brands. Again, here my old baby, very nice. Could be stocked a little bit more with the chilled, but anyhow it is like it is. So it is overwhelming. And now let's go to snacks. Look at this. I mean, how many meters is this? 15, 20? And it shows you also the pattern, what the consumer is buying here. But have you ever seen so many facings of products? I mean, my Pepsi guys should be very happy to see their brands like this, but this is huge. The question is how long these products will sustain in the future, when even the younger generation is looking for more and more healthier products. So yes, and here this is, again, you saw I bought this Kunafa Dark, which is promoted. This all is Mars. So starting here with Lindt chocolate, everything is Mars. Kit Kat is Nestle, Ferrero, Godiva, I don't know the brand behind it. So but you see category headers are totally owned by Mars, and we saw the same at Cafe. It's Perfetti Van Melle with Mentos, with Chupa Chups. I mean, I see this, I would say, incredibly nice secondary replacement tool in a lot of premium markets. Premium markets for me, the hypers. But now let's go here. Let's see, again, category header for Vaseline, category divider, LED. So, and you see the shelf, it's standing up, it's standing out. Same as here, salute to the Bayersdorf friends, used LED. And compare it, LED without LED, it is a change. What should I say, second replacement, owned by the snacks guys, PepsiCo, owned by Mars with Twix, owned by guys who are doing an incredible job like Loaca. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Mars is heavily here. You see another gondola. Look about this specialty coffee. I mean, I don't know the products, but it looks nice when you compare it to the regular shelves. It's standing out. But the warning, and here I show you something which I really love, is from Mars Galaxy. So you see Mars Galaxy is doing here the new, I would say it's a Dubai chocolate, but they call it Kunafa, and I will buy one because I really like it. Again, secondary replacement, full on trend and nicely activated. Look what we're having here. Ice cream, very nice. I'm walking sometimes, don't get surprised a little bit in lines because I don't want to film people, to respect them. So here is everything on the go beverages. Everything is chilled. I'm sorry, we spoke a lot of times about Pepsi, but again, you see a pattern. You see who are the big players. Also here in the beverage aisle, these are the guys who made the cola with dates. I never tried it. Lipton. This is my old place, like the Galaxy. Let's do it a little bit right. You see Starbucks. So you see how brands operate. You see Nestle is doing also in the last months an incredibly good job. But it gives you a sign a little bit how different companies try to use and drive attention, like with these frames. Again, all of this is called retail media. It's super nice. It's, I would say, super important. But the problem is it's killing your profitability. So you have to have a very, very smart mix how you do it. So here you see everything regarding fresh stuff. And don't forget, again, Loaca. I mean, these guys, insane what they do. Here you see the secondary replacement. We saw a minute ago what they used in the shelf. So they use different touch points. Ferrero doing a lot of stuff with cross collaboration. But you see also the power of the shelf, Loaca. You saw two different touch points. See how this brand is owning the shelf. They are owning it in this category. And again, then you come back to the Mars company and Perfetti Van Melle. I hope I'm saying it right. They have more and more presence. Haribo is doing, from my observation, incredible job. And now look at this. Everything with LED. Category dividers, so we call this category dividers, category headers, LED. This cost, and it comes at a cost, but how does it look like? I mean, this is how you would like to buy, right? You get engaged. So it seems the big brands are using more and more LED, and the others maybe can't afford it, because don't underestimate the pricing for it. Before I go out, this is the checkout. You have roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cash zones. Also you see LED. And what else should I say? This is Panda, one of the key supermarket chains here in the kingdom. For most FMCG companies you need to be here, but not all of them can afford to work with them. I think this is how I would close the in-store section, and I will show you in a nutshell the entry again, because this is a beautiful piece of work. And this is a checkout. Treat yourself. So also you see here Wrigley's, Mars, Perfette, Van Melle, LED, checkout. You're taking a lot of time here because in Saudi it takes much longer, and that's it. But finally this package made it over the counter, and this is driving revenue.